What up, man?
Not much. What are you guys doing?
Breaking shit.
Swapping parts.
We're having a little issue.
What's that?
Can't rev.
Oh, you can rev. Yeah, it just don't make no power.
Right. Or it's falling off. Last night we were running this up around 2 bar boost. It's about 28.7 psi. And looking for about 1,300 horsepower. What we're seeing right now is 1,120, but at the top of the RPM range it's falling off.
She got a leak somewhere.
Just showing you a little snippet between 5,800 RPM and going up to 7,000 RPM. You can see we lost about 80 horsepower. Now naturally aspirated, this engine combination actually makes more power than an LS3 crate engine. A couple things could be going on here. Since we have more than 50 psi of exhaust manifold pressure pushing against the exhaust valves, and almost 30 pounds of manifold pressure pushing on the intake valves, maybe we're floating them a little bit in the higher RPMs. So this morning, we took the valve covers off and put a stronger spring package in. You can see here, basically no improvement. It's still following the same trend. Nothing's exactly been solved. Next thing, we are running a stock 5.3 liter truck manifold. So is it a restriction at 1,127 horsepower after 6,000 RPM? I don't know. We're going to find out by putting a sheet metal intake manifold on it now.
Oops.
Mike, I know your head's spinning. What do you think we're dealing with here?
Total lack of respect. Sure, I talking about it?
No.
What we're dealing with here is a total lack of respect.
A failure to communicate. Is that from that?
No. That's different.
What up, man?
Not much. What are you guys doing?
Breaking shit.
Swapping parts. What we do.
We're having a little issue.
What's that?
Can't rev.
Can't rev.
I mean, we can, but the power is dropping off significantly. And we're measuring the EMAP. We've been obviously measuring the manifold pressure. IAT's not shooting up. The turbos are not done. We cannot keep the power up over 6,000 RPM.
Oh, you can rev. Yeah, it just don't make no power.
Right. Or it's falling off. Things we're trying to eliminate first was drive pressure. EMAP's at 51 on 28 pounds of boost. Like, we're good to go on drive pressure. We're running into that itty bitty 5.3 manifold throttle body. So now we're gonna switch to the sheet metal with 102 on it. We'll see. What have you seen before on that?
I don't know. The only time I ever boosted anything, I went straight to throttle body.
You just wait for it.
Yeah, except for the Yukon, which is all stock crap. So I don't know anything about anything that's doing. I put the smallest spring in it that I thought it was going to make 3 pounds. It made 10. Cool. And just left it like that.
Okay.
I don't know if it's making 15 pounds before the intercooler. I have no idea.
Okay.
All I know is it made it go faster, and that's it.
You're happy after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Watch your eyes over there. What you looking for?
Vacuum lines?
What's your prediction? Did this do it? Did your fix today do it?
Doubtful.
Scale of 1 to 10?
Doubtful.
This manifold should be different. It's significantly shorter runner, so it should definitely be different.
Doubtful.
Dave, your hose came off. Plant went flying, I think.
The only one.
This is what happens in testing.
Right. This is not the pretty stuff we show you later.
Yeah.
Go. Put back on our way, Dave.
So we need the wedge right there. Just so we can officially sandwich this aluminum.
Oh, you want that to fly out as one piece, not two.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Safety first.
The intro. Going in the right direction. Positive. There's your 1,200, Dave. Can we go home now?
Yeah.
What did it do?
12. It actually ran better up high.
Yeah, really. Who said it had 0% chance of working?
You.
Well, as you see today, R&D is not necessarily pretty, especially when we're getting our bearings going. But we did learn some things today. Most importantly, we're heading in the right direction on the 5.3 liter engine. We want to make our horsepower above peak torque in the higher RPMs. We're heading the right way. This manifold's working, so we'll move on to the next part, and we'll be getting these products refined and ready to go for the pretty version of all this.
I had a customer, or we had some heads one time that we sent to a guy that had work done to him. We had some top secret holes in the combustion chamber. He wanted to know what they were. I told him speed holes. It comes from an episode of The Simpsons where old Homer Simpson's out there wailing on the hood of his car with a goddamn pickaxe, right? His neighbor asks him, Homer, what are you doing? He said, I'm putting speed holes in my car.